If you stepped outside, you felt it. It was a warm day across Connecticut, but with that warmer weather came storms in some parts of the state. And right now, parts of the state is also seeing some showers. Thank you so much for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Annette Montgomery.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Let's get right over to meteorologist Sam Samperi with the latest on the forecast tonight. Sam, so you told us before the show we're starting to see those storms pick up. Where are we looking at them?
That's right. Well, actually, they're slashing through western Connecticut. We have some lightning strikes. We don't have any more severe thunderstorm watches, or thunderstorm warnings for that matter. We did have some severe thunderstorm warnings in northeastern Connecticut earlier, but they have expired, and also the severe thunderstorm watch for Litchfield County has expired. But you can see some lightning strikes still in the Danbury area up towards New Milford there, putting it into motion, and you can see slowly but surely this line of showers is going to be moving off to our south. Damage reports, all of it up just to our north, where there have been some trees down and some power lines down. Looking at the history of these storms, we've had wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour, and you can see that those trees are down up there. We haven't seen any new damage here in Connecticut. There's the line, and this line will be moving through basically through the next 20 minutes to half hour. Winds are all over the place because we have the system over us. Temperature's still mild in the 60s, and look at the dew points up near and over 60 where we've had some rain. And so as we move along this evening and into the overnight hours, the showers will come to an end. We'll clear out and becoming mostly sunny, and we'll do it all over again tomorrow afternoon. We can get up into the mid to upper 80s with the chance for some late day showers and a couple of storms. Coming up, I'll talk about the differences between the 2 days, and what about Thursday? How long will the heat last? Details coming up in a few minutes. Ladies?
Thank you, Sam. We're continuing our coverage now of the death of a 12-year-old girl in Enfield.
The Connecticut Department of Children and Families has confirmed to Fox 61 that it is investigating an incident where they say Eve Rogers snuck out of her home a week before her death.
And Fox 61's Tim Latow has been following this case closely, and he has the details for us.
We received two pieces of information. First, we requested more information from the Enfield Police Department on this case, and the Public Safety Administrator sent us this police report of an incident of a girl shoplifting from a convenience store near Eve Rogers' home. The names and specific addresses in this report have been redacted. And a few minutes later, DCF sent us a statement that says 12-year-old Eve Rogers walked to a nearby store. We want to be clear that Rogers is not named in the redacted police report, but many of the details in the timeline match DCF's statement. I want to read you part of DCF's statement. It says, quote, "We can confirm that in March 2026, the agency received a report that Eve Rogers had left her home in the early morning hours without the knowledge or permission of her family to walk to a nearby store. The department had been investigating these allegations for approximately 1 week prior to Eve's untimely death," end quote. Meanwhile, Enfield police say in their report, just after 2:30 a.m. on March 11th, an officer responded to the mobile gas station at 100 Elm Street for a report of shoplifting. The officer found the girl on Elm Street a half mile from her home walking in the wrong direction. She had an energy drink that cost $4. The officer asked the girl if she knew why he stopped to talk to her, and she said it was because she stole the drink. He also asked her why she was out at such a late hour, and she said she just wanted to have fun. The officer paid for the drink and gave the girl a ride home. The door to the house was left open, and the girl went to get her mother. The officer said the mother appeared surprised and confused. She said her daughter had never done anything like this or snuck out of the residence before and was in shock. The mother also said her daughter has a cognitive impairment. No criminal charges were pursued, and the officer said he contacted DCF. Again, there was no specific mention of Rogers or her address in this police report, though the timeline matches the one provided by DCF. Monday, police sent us unsealed search warrants that revealed Rogers' mother said she was not aware of Rogers sneaking out, but in those warrants, police say Rogers' mother was aware she was having online sexual conversations through the chatting app Discord and video game Roblox. Still more layers to this case. In studio, Tim Latow, Fox 61.
Thank you, Tim. Enfield police say this is still a very active case, and they're investigating multiple leads. Rogers' stepfather, Anthony Federline, has been charged with sexual assault and risk of injury to a child. According to a search warrant, investigators believe there is enough evidence for a murder charge, but it did not say who could face that charge. An arrest warrant reveals a Waterbury man told police voices instructed him to kill his mother. Police say Noel Sepulveda admitted to stabbing his mother, Anacelia, with a kitchen knife. Investigators say he also claimed the voices told him to kill himself by overdosing on drugs. Police say the two lived together in an elderly housing facility where the apartment door was found blocked with chairs and boxes. Sepulveda is charged with murder and drug offenses. Seymour's former police union president has resigned after being accused of stealing thousands from union accounts. Police say Justin Quilty turned himself in yesterday on a larceny charge. Investigators say he withdrew more than $32,000 over a 10-month period using a debit card he was not authorized to have. According to the warrant, much of that money was transferred into his personal accounts and a sports betting account. Quilty had been on administrative leave, that is, since October, when the discrepancies were first discovered. He's due in court in 2 weeks.
A drug bust during a traffic stop last night led to 2 women being arrested, according to South Windsor police. Officers say passenger Kristen Tarantino tried to get out of the vehicle when a rock-like substance believed to be crack cocaine fell from her lap. A police canine flagged the car, and a search of it turned up hundreds of bags of suspected heroin or fentanyl, along with cocaine, Adderall pills, drug paraphernalia, and cash. Tarantino and the driver, Cindy Guzman, were taken into custody. Guzman was released on bond, and Tarantino is still being held on a $100,000 bond.
Police in Groton are searching for a man they say attempted to steal from a homeowner and fired a gun during the incident. This happened just before 10:15 last night on Knoxville Court. Police say the suspect entered a detached shed and was trying to steal dirt bikes. When the homeowner confronted him, the suspect fired a single shot before taking off. Thankfully, no one was hurt. The suspect has not been located, and anyone with information that could help police are urged to contact Groton police.
A Plymouth man used hidden cameras to secretly record people inside his home, according to police. Samuel Rodriguez appeared in court today on a voyeurism charge. Investigators say he disguised cameras as a Bluetooth speaker and an air purifier, placing them in a bathroom and bedroom. Police say the devices alerted him when someone entered and allowed him to view, record video, and take photos. Detectives say they found dozens of images and videos of people who were unaware they were being recorded. Rodriguez is being held on a $200,000 bond.
New Haven's taking legal action against a landlord who owns more than 20 properties in the city. Mayor Justin Elliker says the city has revoked the rental license of Jinshu Shu, citing that he called a shocking number of building and housing code violations. Officials say there have been 18 fires at Zhu's properties over the past decade, including one that was deadly. The city's building department also says it found more than 50 violations in just 1 week, including a case where gas was illegally turned back on at a property just after a fire.
It's not just irresponsible, some of these actions are illegal. Dr. Shu's negligence and disregard for his tenants and our laws put our residents and their property and their lives at risk. Enough is enough.
Shu has 30 days to satisfy city requirements and resolve any violations, or he'll risk fines and penalties of up to $2,000 a day per property. He's expected back in court on the 21st.
The U.S. Justice Department is suing Connecticut and the city of New Haven over their sanctuary policies. The case is part of a broader effort targeting similar policies nationwide. The lawsuit targets the state's Trust Act and New Haven's Welcoming City policy and argues they interfere with federal immigration enforcement and put public safety at risk. And tonight, state and local leaders are pushing back. Mayor Justin Elliker says New Haven's policy is legal and helps keep people safe. He adds the city will continue to defend its approach. And Attorney General William Tong called the lawsuit baseless and says Connecticut's laws prioritize public safety and support immigrant families. And Governor Ned Lamont says the state will vigorously defend its laws and argues they follow the Constitution while maintaining trust between police and the community.